Next public speaker will be Mrs. Susan Bowman.
Susan Bowman, for the record, I am a county resident. And I wanted to talk a little bit today, of course, about the First Amendment again, you guys' favorite subject, I know. First of all, again, thank you, Asia, for continuing to fight for our First Amendment. And I would like to address this whole concept of you saying that we can't say something derogatory. Okay, so that's in your little speech that you do. And what is the definition of derogatory? So you get to define what is derogatory and what is not derogatory. That is not what the First Amendment says. So we can throw at you vehement, caustic, unpleasantly sharp attacks. The Supreme Court said we could do that. Our First Amendment says we can do that. And you just have to listen to that. So if you can't handle that, maybe don't do this job. And also, Bonner County employees, their First Amendment rights don't stop at the door to this building. They have First Amendment rights. And I echo what Jennifer said, that electioneering has nothing to do. If they're getting up here and saying something that has to do with an election, that would be electioneering. But if they're getting up here and exercising their First Amendment rights, that's just their First Amendment rights. And they are a resident and they can do that as well. So again, what is derogatory? So I know that some of your trigger words, Luke, are manipulation, lies, tyranny. So idiot is another one of your trigger words. So now, why do you get to say what I get to say and can't say? You don't get to, because the First Amendment guarantees I can call you an idiot, a tyrant. I can say you manipulate. I can say you lie. Those are truths to me. Now, if you don't believe those truths, that's fine.
Is that what you're
don't
calling the
believe
board
them.
at this time, Mrs. Bowman?
We are not engaging in
No, I'm
dialogue.
checking. Actually,
We
as the
are not
chairman-
engaging in
As the
dialogue.
chairman,
I
it is my
can't
job
believe
to
you're-
follow ordinance. I'm
No,
just seeking
No, it is your
clarification.
job to sit there and listen to what I'm saying, because that's my First Amendment right to say anything I want.
So
And no, you don't get to
technology,
ask
can
a
you
clarifying
pause
question.
and put her
don't
back
get to
at
ask
the
that.
Do not.
9:30?
This is her time. It will
Be-
continue.
You interrupted her time.
You do not get to
No,
ask.
I'm asking for the time to go back on the clock because
won't
you
get it.
interrupted her time. Because
You won't
when
get it.
I waited to the end to discuss an agenda item, you engaged in what you just said you're not supposed to do with someone speaking because you didn't like it. You are the example of what you did and we
Yep.
could learn from it. We need to put her time back. This is part of what the community doesn't like because you're only doing it for certain people.
Yep.
The discrimination is palpable when it comes from it's reasonable to do.
Well, since I have 15 seconds, yes, you have lied. Yes, you have manipulated. Yes, you are a tyrant. And I'm going to add coward.
Thank you for your comment.